The woman, after being anesthetized, found that she still had consciousness. During the surgery, she could clearly feel everything. It was like her soul had detached from her body, watching herself. No matter how much she called out, no one answered. When she woke up again, the woman was placed inside an egg. She thought she had died during the surgery. The artificial intelligence supervisor in front of her said she hadn't died. The surgery was very successful. Then he began to explain. They had extracted the woman's consciousness and made a copy of it, put it into a storage device, and turned it into an artificial intelligence butler. To help the woman understand better, the master did some operations on the computer and simulated a virtual body for her. The woman looked around in panic. She realized that her real self was still sleeping. Under the master's instructions, she pressed the button in front of her. The toaster started running automatically. The degree of baking was exactly how she liked it. The purpose of this project was to copy consciousness and then put it in an eggshell as an intelligent butler, because no one knows themselves better than they do, so it was most suitable to serve as a butler. But the woman couldn't accept the reality. She began to scream in despair. The master turned off the screams and persuaded the woman to cooperate. Seeing that the woman was determined, he decisively adjusted the eggshell time. Solitary confinement was the most effective way to break her, but it couldn't be too much. If the consciousness breaks mentally, then it could only be sold cheaply to game companies. A month passed in the eggshell for the woman. When the master started the system again, the woman requested to be let out, saying the past days had been unbearably boring. The master asked if she was willing to work, but the answer was still negative, so the master decided to extend the time. 6 months passed. The days with no communication and nothing to do were incredibly difficult. Eventually, the woman gave in. In the morning, as soft music played, the woman slowly got up, stepping on the 25-degree floor, basking in the morning sunlight. The coffee was already brewed automatically, and the bread was perfectly toasted. The day's schedule was arranged by the butler. The master finished his story. Nick thought it was too cruel, but the master, unhurried, said, "If it weren't like this, I wouldn't be here either." Seeing Nick's moved expression, the master took the opportunity to ask what had happened, and Nick began to tell his own story.